Never prioritize style over clarity. Why do I say this? It is important that people understand what you are singing per time. If you are singing a song that talks about the Holy Spirit and people cannot understand that you're talking about the Holy Spirit in that song, that means you have actually lost the reason for singing that song, because what you are saying in that song is more important than the styles you're actually making when you are singing that song. A couple of times we try to lose the lyrics of the song inside the styles we do. Now let me tell you a short story of what happened to me some years ago. When I was in the choir, there was a song that I always liked to sing during our services, like communion services, and it's Bread of Life. I'll be like, bread of life, sent down from glory, many things you were on it. Now, whenever I sing that song, I tend to style it so much that people don't always know what I'm saying is bread of life. I'll be sounding like bread of life, bread of glory. It doesn't sound like I'm saying bread of life. My pastor's wife would tell me that Sam David, you cannot prioritize the style you are making over what you are saying in the song. And I kept doing that thing until one day she told me to leave the stage, and I felt embarrassed. And that was because I refused to understand the importance of clarity based on what I was trying to say to my audience in that song. And after that, I learned the hard way never to trade clarity for style. Why? When you style too much on the stage, you rob your audience of the most important thing about your singing, which is them taking the words in that song, all right, and making use of them in their spiritual life. Also, you distract them. Imagine singing to people or talking to people and then distracting them from hearing you, which is a very, very bad thing. So never allow style to take the place of clarity. Let your words be detailed. First of all, before you sing, record yourself, play back what you sang, and ask yourself, can you hear in details every word? That's number one. Number two, practice diction. Before you pronounce words, read them in the dictionary and know how they sound correctly. However, there's what we call singing diction, of course, but it is important that you look at the correct pronunciation of every word and apply them. Another thing again is make sure that the pronunciation carries the first letter and the last letter, except in cases where the letters are silent. Other than that, if there is a T in your last word, the last letter in the word, let that T come out. Like right. Right is R-I-G-H-T. The T has to sound. All right, don't throw away the T and then start sounding right. Right, that's odd. All right, the first word has to be there. Right, the arrow has to come out. Ensure that every word you are pronouncing in your song comes out properly. Do not allow style to steal those things away. Today we do a lot of riff and runs, melismatic singing, and then we turn the words you are singing into melodies without people hearing what you're trying to say. And I think we should stop that and start putting our clarity into consideration.